Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'll be checking out a new track from Cohen, Noise. This is a band who put out an album that I listened to on my own time and did not do channel stuff for, and I loved the album, so right then I was like, as soon as there's something new for this band, I need to make sure to cover it on the channel. So today I'll be checking out Heaven, which is a new single taken from an upcoming split EP with Command 81, which you love to see. That is a band I have featured on the channel before. The EP is called Liminal Spaces, and it will be available on March 24th, so that is coming up rather quickly. Very stoked to check out a new track from this band. Again, called Heaven. I will link the music video or visualizer I'll be using in the reaction portion of this in the description, along with all the band's promotional links, social media, all of that good stuff. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking, and we are going to get straight into it. Beware. Oh! Oh! Life of bass and vocals. Oh. We're not telling the bass either. Crazy chorus. Chaos. Oh my god. Oh, that groove is disgusting in the best way. Cohen, Heaven, let's discuss. Something I loved about Happy.Wav was the variety. That was my first experience with the band. The full album was out by the time I listened to it. It had just come out and I listened through it, and it was just such a variety of things that came out of it. And while I think that's present here, it's in a more like refined way. There are certain parts that are a huge contrast, that chorus being one of them, but it has like parts, like moments of it where it switches the vocals off, I would say is like the biggest part that ties it back in with the sound that's already kind of been laid out, and ties that change in pretty well in my opinion. What else? I think the beginning of the track holds a lot of like what the overall feel of it is, and so does the outro. It has a lot of expression of panic, not just with the panic chords that it kind of switches off from in the guitar work in the beginning, but overall I think this track has a certain level of like it's very chaotic and kind of, it feels a little bit like panic, especially the pattern on that outro. There's some in the middle that are more chuggy, like pattern wise. There's one in the middle that's like more chuggy. There's variety here for sure, but I don't know, it just feels more refined regardless than some of the stuff that stood out as being like big points of contrast or variety on the album Happy.Wav. So it was expected, but not in such like this way where it has this dark, chaotic feel to it that it keeps throughout the entire track, except that like beginning of the chorus where it feels the exact opposite, kind of like refreshed, and the angelic type of vocals before it switches off, that sort of thing I think is expressed very well in this. In the middle of the track, like leading up to the bleh, it has this pattern that I think there are multiple that are just so catchy, even whether they be more complex or simple, or whether it be either type of guitar style that's really present in this. I think it does a good job of kind of progressing to back to that point of more chaotic. Like in the middle, it has the moments of being a little bit like having a bit of flow. There was one part where it's like, I don't want to go without you, I think is what it says, and that's what I'm talking about in the part that leads up to that first, or not first, but the bleh drop, which was not, it was, you know, it sounded very good to me, a good moment, but I think there were other parts that were so much stronger, so not like the grand moment for me or anything like that, but it worked into the song very well. Continues from there, kind of in the more, while being like aggressive and a bit of fast pace, it's still not as chaotic as I feel like the intro and the outro are, but then you get the chorus again before I feel like it really leans into that more panicky, chaotic side but it brings in still a little bit of that like emphasis type of flow that I was just talking about in that first lead up to that drop post second chorus, I think it was, maybe. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But anyway, just a lot of really admirable flow, a lot of, I guess, like, without having variety that's, like, super off the wall, you still have it in that chorus, I think, it being, like, the highlight of it, but it still flows incredibly well with the rest of the track because of how it's tied in there, I think. Some of the transitions here, like, into that last chorus, I believe it was, just top tier for me, probably one of my favorite tracks of theirs, although I do need to give Happy a bit more attention because the last time I ran it was like a few weeks ago, but it was not front to back, so I think that is something that I need to do. But those are my thoughts on first listen. Nothing I would want different from this, other than maybe it even to be a bit longer, but I feel like a 4+ minute track that's standard, but it did feel a little bit like it could have been a bit more of a period at the end of the sentence, if that made sense, but this will be going on repeat for sure for me. So let me know what you thought in the comments. I will link all of their social media, the video that I used, and the reaction portion of this, all of that in the description of this video, as well as my link tree, which will have the Patreon. I am doing monthly live stream with the patrons. I am working on some series type of things to put in. You can find all the information in the breakout for the tiers there. Then also there will be the link for the invite for the Discord server, which is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. We've got a lot of really wonderful people in there. Music-related conversation unrelated to music, just a lot going on. So if you're interested in coming and join, check that out. That will be there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.